Episode 151. Liu Fei was even more horrified. The timing of his opponent's shot was simply too precise. It was timed perfectly, right at the instant before she gave the firing command. If the shot had come a moment earlier, Liu Fei would have had time to adjust his stance after being hit to keep the shot on target. If this shot is delayed, then, of course, the fallen angel's bullet would already be in flight, and the results would simply play out for each of them. The opponent's bullets both times hit precisely as the fallen angel's rounds were about to fire. They hit the exact moment the bullet was leaving the barrel, giving Liu Fei no chance to adjust. As a gunner, Liu Fei knew better than anyone just how difficult it was to time a shot with such pinpoint precision. She had always believed it was just a theoretical legend, but now she'd already been hit by such shots twice. The enemy's 5-man cross formation had already adjusted its advanced target, charging straight toward her. Anyway, the goal of drawing the opponent's attention had finally been achieved. Liu Fei didn't dare to linger outside any longer. She scrambled to reposition, darting for cover behind another obstacle. 2 more shots rang out in quick succession, this time slamming into the tombstone the fallen angel was using for cover, sending stone fragments flying. She also heard a dull thud, as if something had struck the tombstone. That sound was definitely not a bullet. Liu Fei was suspicious, but he didn't dare stick his head out again.
No, the angle's off, too low.
Ye Xiu, meanwhile, was calmly and methodically instructing Steamed Bun Invasion. The angle on that last brick throw was off.
The distance seems a bit short too.
You can jump to extend the brick's flight distance, right?
Bungli Invasion shouted. What was that? It struck the tombstone, the sound ringing far too clearly in my ears. Liu Fei jumped, startled. What the hell was that? Brick? Liu Fei asked his companion. I saw him, someone said with a sigh.
A brick!
He was practicing the angle for throwing a brick.
And then it just happened to hit you. Right behind the tombstone.
Practice. Liu Fei was speechless. What the hell was going on here? Just as he was thinking, another brick slammed down with a clang, making the tombstone shudder precariously, as if it might shatter at any moment. Brick after brick, the barrage wasn't exactly dense.
After all, this isn't a normal attack. It's a skill with a cooldown. What's the cooldown on brick assault? Of course, she knew that.
I'd timed it perfectly, but that 4th strike just wouldn't come.
Liu Fei had the fallen angel peek out cautiously.
But the moment he poked his head halfway out, a brick slammed into his temple with a sickening crack. Stars exploded before his eyes, and the blow actually stunned him. Then came 2 sharp bangs, bang, as Lord Grimm fired 2 more shots. Liu Fei wanted to dodge, but there was just no way.
The fallen angel was still stunned.
Half his forehead was still sticking out.
Did I hit it? Did I hit it?
Clearly, the 5 were closing in on her. Liu Fei could even hear the other party's voice.
No, he stuck his head out himself. That's why you hit him. Otherwise, it would have just sailed right past.
What did that idiot stick his head out?
You were too slow just now. He must have been getting impatient.
He's fallen in love with my brick.
Steamed Bun Invasion was positively beaming.
Are you all just going to stand there and watch?
Liu Fei was furious. He couldn't be bothered to send a message and just roared.
Hey, we're here!
Bungli Invasion actually answered back, nearly making Willow fly faint from rage. Her shout wasn't meant for these 5, it was just a panicked outburst. She didn't have time to type a message. While in-game voice chat might not reach teammates who are far away, don't forget, all 4 of them were sitting together at that moment. Liu Fei's roar blasted through the headphones of the other 3, jolting them to their senses. But then, Baozi actually chimed in.
Hey, hold on.
Zhou Yebo said in a low voice. Liu Fei was always meant to be the bait to draw their attention. Though he felt a bit of pressure, his initial goal was finally within reach. 5 figures were emerging exactly where he'd hoped.
Get ready, Xiaoji.
Zhou Yebo reminded Zhao Yingji.
Right?
At this moment, Qiao Yifan felt utterly isolated. He was part of the team, yet the coordination completely left him out. Whether by design or by accident, the strategy simply left Qiao Yifan out, and the moonlight he was using was also hiding behind a tombstone. Staring at this tombstone, a symbol of death, Qiao Yifan was at a loss for what to do. But this feeling was nothing new to him. Now, Zhou Yebo suddenly commanded. His White Knight Black Day and Zhao Yingji's Falling Leaf Crying Crow abruptly flashed out from the left and right. With a flick of his sleeve, Falling Leaf Crying Crow unleashed a shadow cloak, aiming to ensnare all 5 opponents. Zhou Yebo was waiting for precisely this moment. The instant Ye Luowu Tia's cloak ensnared the 5, he activated his Ghost RA and unleashed a Ghost Slash. According to Glory's official class description, the Ghost Blade profession, they set up barriers, summoning spectral spirits to aid them. These skills are known as Ghost RAs. It provides powerful support, whether you're fighting solo or in a team. At level 26, the Ghost Blade of White Black Day can summon the first ghost, the Blade Spirit. Once it appears, all allied characters within the barrier gain a boost to their strength and intelligence stats. Of course, this only works within the Ghost Array's boundary. Step outside, and the effect vanishes. If this Ghost Blade power could be carried around, then Ghost Blades would truly be invincible. The witch uses Shadow Cloak to bind and trip the foe, then seizes the opening to cast a rune array. Then, within the barrier, they do their utmost to inflict damage on their opponent.
That was Zhou Yebo's plan.
Now, all they needed was for Ye Luowu Tia's Shadow Cloak to land. But just as Ye Luowu Ta was swinging his sleeve to cast the skill, a flash of sword light was already upon him. No one could say for sure which of the two had struck first. With Zhao Yingji's reflexes and skill, he was confident he could outpace anyone in a race against time. But this time, his opponent's skill landed first. The flash of the draw sword slash came straight for his face, leaving Zhao Yingji utterly astonished.
He had no choice but to dodge.
Even if he took this hit head on, he still wouldn't be able to activate his Shadow Cloak. Their plan, his and Zhou Yebo's, had been so effortlessly dismantled by the enemy. The one who struck was not Lord Grimm, but Moonlit Slumber. But this strike had been executed on Ye Xiu's command. When Ye Xiu told him to strike, he hadn't even seen a target. He threw out this strike almost blindly, but halfway through the motion, Ye Luowu Ta leaped out on his own. Not just Gao Yingji, even Yu Zhongmian, the one who had swung the sword, was no less astonished than Zhao Yingji. To Yu Zhongmian, it wasn't that he had swung his sword. It was that someone had foolishly jumped right into its path. This is the downside of a covering playstyle. Even with shared perspectives, it's just everyone taking turns scouting. Even with the swapping of perspectives, it was just taking turns on scouting duty, sharing intel and mitigating risk. But the timeliness of their situational awareness inevitably suffered.